I came to Alpha with kind of an attitude that I was going to challenge some of the stuff, that I was really going to say, wait a minute, you know, this just doesn't make any sense. And the more I sat there and listened listened to some of the questions and talked to some of the people in the group that I was in, I found that I didn't feel that need to challenge, because instead I was just drawn in by the love that I felt from people. And it was when we had our Saturday retreat that I really had not anticipated doing what I did, but I went up and I let the Lord come into my life. What has been so unique for me is that I think about Jesus every day now. I think about Jesus when I'm driving home at night and I'm seeing the sunset. I've been reading the Bible. I don't understand a lot of what I read, but I come to church every Sunday now. And I think back to 3 years ago when I first met Jenna and thought, oh, where is she coming from? And it's just, I see it now with everybody, and it's just so genuine, the relationship that you all have with Christ, with God. And I want that for myself.
And coming here, like Bonnie said, 2 hours, I can't sit through church for 2 hours, you know? But over time, it's just the messages and then, you know, hearing about Alpha and coming and just being a part of that and experiencing the people and the message. There's just so much joy. And I just feel so blessed to have found this fellowship. And I just, if I don't come on a Sunday, I just feel like there's something missing. But it was a wonderful experience. I would recommend Alpha to anybody because it does help you embrace the message and get in touch with that relationship that we're all looking for. And maybe we don't always know that we're looking for that relationship, but it does get you in touch with it, and having to develop a closer relationship with Jesus.
I saw a sign outside that said, "Is there more to life?" And it got me thinking, you know, and so I saw it again, and then on a Saturday night, my daughter and I were heading to the grocery store, and I said, I want to stop at the church and before it gets too dark and see what time the service is the next day. And I pull into the parking lot, and the gentleman that I see every Sunday now was there directing traffic, and I didn't know what was going on. And my daughter said, well, what are you going to do? I said, I guess I'm going to park. And so I parked, and what we later laughed about was my car was like halfway to the spot because I wasn't staying. I just wanted to know what time service was the next day. I walked up to the gentleman that was directing the parking, and I said, what's going on? You know, is there a service? He said, no. I said, well, what time is service? He says, well, it's tomorrow at 10, but I think you should come in. We're having a laugh out loud. And it was just really bizarre that it happened to be the time that we pulled in that this was going on, and we came in, and what a great way to be introduced to the church, because I knew I wanted to find, I only ever went to a Catholic church before, and I knew I wanted to find a different kind of church, but I didn't know what or how to look or where, and it was a great relaxing way to come here. It was so funny. It was so funny, and I still didn't know what the sign meant outside, but I came to laugh out loud, and I came to church the next day, and I found out about the Alpha course. I know that I asked Jesus I invited Jesus into my life during the retreat. I invited the Holy Spirit into my life, and I pray that way every night. I pray for God to just hold me in His arms and to love me, and I never prayed like that before, and I can feel it, and I can't thank you guys enough for what you've taught me so far.